Now, as Africa races to meet the expiration date for the Millennium Development Goals, the Ghanaian government has approved the commencement of genetically enhanced crops to boost food production in the country. Now, however, this has raised fears about health implications and the impact on the environment. Well, joining me now to review this law, the implication on farmers and the overall agriculture space in Ghana is Dr. Alhassan Yakubu, Ghanaian Deputy Minister of Agriculture. Good afternoon, sir.
Fine afternoon, Esther.
Could you just briefly tell us what this entails, genetically enhancing crops? So just quickly tell us what the process involves.
We had a useful gene in a legume that was needed to fix in a cereal. You take it from the legume and put it in the cereal. Normally, in conventional breeding, that should normally not take place. But once you analyze the plant up to gene level, it's possible to pick what desirable traits that carries the gene or that the gene carries and introduce it into a species or a variety that's normally not done conventional. Basically, that's what genetic engineering or genetic modification in scientific terms stands for.
Okay,
so a cutting-edge technology that finds practical application in health, in environmental management, and also in agriculture.
Okay, Dr. Alhassan, what are the immediate benefits of this procedure?
Well, the immediate benefits are it's a technology that responds to conventional challenges that confront agriculture as we have it today. In Africa, water availability to our crops is going down, and even livestock is going down. There are disease challenges, there are pest challenges, there are also soil fertility challenges. And so what genetic modified technology will do is to try to get genes that you can introduce to crop varieties that will either utilize less water and give you more yields, or less fertilizer and give you more yields, or fix the fertilizer itself for the crop itself to utilize. It also means that it is possible to increase yields in the process, because once you get all these factors eliminated from harassing or affecting the crop, your yields will certainly grow up. Some people put it conservatively to getting a herbicide utilization reduction by X% can give you up to 30% yield, because the crop is suppressing weeds much better than when it was conventionally bred.
Now, so Dr. Alhassan, expectedly, concerns have been raised about possible implications on the health of the farmers or perhaps the citizenry. What are you doing to allay these fears of farmers, consumers, and of course environmentalists in Ghana?
Yes, it's a forward-looking technology. It is a very fine technology, and because of these public concerns, most of the countries that have to double with GM technology also have legal regimes that should guide scientists who are playing with this technology in their laboratories, and also how to expose results that they achieve to the general community, to the extent that these are strictly guided by laws. And so it is not just an open thing for scientists or for people who have genetically modified varieties in their respective countries to introduce into other countries just openly. And so these concerns are taken on board, and therefore the legal infrastructure is usually well in place so that scientists and producers will play with GM technology within the rules of the game, just so as to protect the security or the sanctity of consumers of produce when they eventually become consumables.
Okay, how soon is this process going to take off? The Parliament approved it yesterday. How soon? Do you have a target or a timeline?
No, we have in Ghana we passed the Biosafety Act as far back as 2010. Before 2010, there was also an LI, a legislative instrument that operationalized the Act. And so we have the legal infrastructure already existing. We also have a nuclear bill that is currently being considered by cabinet and onward to parliament in due course. So as a country, we are looking forward, taking on board all the concerns and making sure the legal structures are in place before we even decide that the technology should visit our cultural or our economic and social lives as a country.